doing well. I wanted to give you a quick little tutorial about some online routines that will really help make things easy, or at least give you some sort of structure so that we can avoid a lot of problems. When you start off your day, what I want you to first do is I want you to log into Office 365. The reason I want you to do this is because you can check your emails from there. But the other thing is if I start using some VLE, the virtual learning environment content, you need to be logged into your Office 365 to see that when I embed it in Teams. So a good idea is let's log into Office 365 to start off our day. Okay, so you're going to click into whatever browser you're going to use. You're going to Google search Office 365, or you're actually going to have hopefully a tab by now. Mine will open up right away, and our Outlook is going to be there. And probably the most recent things that you've done should be here, so you should have access to probably your class OneNote right here. There's lots of good things. This is actually our Teams OneNote. So the first thing you should do is look into your Outlook and see if you have any emails from me. That's the first place that I usually send off all my communication to. So I give you an email on Monday, so take a look at that. Of course, the two programs that we use are Teams and OneNote. Now, we could click on these and use the online versions, but they will work for most things, but there are problems. So what I would like you to do, and before I go there, is that the best device for you to use for all this stuff is always going to be a computer. I know that some of you only use some sort of a device, an iPad, something like that. That'll work for getting your schoolwork done, but a lot of the extra features is often best to use a computer if you have access to one. If you do have a computer, then install the Office programs. So you can get a free installation here. Everyone has access to actually download it and install it on their computers because you guys have an Office 365 account. When you do download it, download Teams and download OneNote, the actual programs, okay? So if we go back to our procedure, so you've logged in, then you check for your emails. Hopefully you have the actual Teams and OneNote programs, so you're going to download them and have it on your computer. So if you do have the programs, then you're going to open up Teams, and I've already got it opened up. I'm going to open up here. Okay, it goes to our assignments page, but when you get onto Teams, you're going to look at the post and see if there's any communication there you can help with, and often you'll see if I have, it's the first place that will tell you if there's any new videos or if there's any new tabs that I've added up here. So the good thing about the actual program itself is that there are these tabs up here. OneNote becomes your one-stop shop because you can see the videos, okay? You can actually go to the Khan Academy from here, which hopefully everyone will be signed up with because there's a whack of assignments. Your Prodigy is here, and it actually functions through the Teams program. If you're using a device, I don't think that will happen that way. I'm not 100% sure, but if you do have a computer version of the program, you can function through here. Okay, so that's the first step. The next step is then you're going to, if I go back to our procedure, is that you're going to open up your class OneNote just in case there's something from Mr. Linner there. And so I'm going to click, so you should have your, this is where you're going to see Mr. Linner stuff. That's in our class OneNote, the original one that we had before we got this new OneNote because of Teams. So you're going to check in here, and you're going to go to your History Geography tab in your, not in the content library, in your actual tabs that you have in your OneNote, just to see if Mr. Linner has distributed a page to you there. Okay, so I'll often give that communication as an email, and I'll post it in our Teams to say, hey, check out your tab from Mr. Linner. Okay, so I mentioned that we use the Teams as a one-stop shop. I would use your Khan Academy there. Yeah, let's put it this way, I think. Okay, and The other thing is too, when you do actually hand in your assignments on Teams, um, make sure you hit that turn in button. I know it's real easy on your devices, but just make sure that you turn things in, even if they're late. It's it is your responsibility to get things done on time, but if it's late, still turn it in, and then I can see that it's finished, and it's easier for me to mark. Some of you are working with trying to get the pictures onto some of your work. I'm hoping that you can insert those pictures into your actual assignment page. It just saves a step, and it guarantees that you get the mark. Because if I have um, things in two different places, sometimes something might get missed. So again, here's your procedure. Log in Office 365, check your emails, open up Teams and check and see what's there. Open up your OneNote, our old class OneNote, and see if Mr. Linder's given you anything. And just use your Teams to get all this online experience, or to go through and get all your online content. Turn it in even if it's late. So hopefully that procedure will solve some problems. And again, use the actual programs so that there is no the online version. Sometimes, if you went to our Teams meeting on Wednesday, if you use the online version of Teams, you might actually run into problems with maybe the microphone doesn't work and stuff like that. So the online version is not as good as the program. So hopefully that helps, and we'll have another good week.